Hello, my name is Tineke Akimbolomo. You are welcome to Testify TV News of the Week. The latest headlines. US churches excel at feeding and clothing the poor. Churches in Britain must find new ways of engaging. Syrian Christians in a valley besieged by Islamic militia. Jesus statue stolen at Brooklyn Church. Despite the challenging economic climate, churches in the US are continuing to register significant levels of outreach in their local communities. According to a new survey, Outlook for Outreach, 96% of churches said they were serving their local community, particularly in feeding and clothing the poor. The survey found that the churches were meeting and in some cases even exceeding the need for food and clothing at the local level. However, churches were found to be providing less hands-on assistance for unemployment and gang-related violence than the perceived level of need. Other churches said they were engaging in national disaster relief and housing construction projects, while more than half, 54%, said they sent teams on mission trips within the country. More than two-thirds, 70%, said they were involved in international outreach, with 60% funding building projects overseas and 53% actually traveling abroad to physically assist with the construction work. 9 in 10 churches in the USA said they were opening their doors to other organizations to use their facilities for outreach programs. Churches were also surveyed on the benefits of outreach. Just under two-thirds, 62%, identified a sense of maturing discipleship as the number one outcome of serving others. More than a third of respondents, that's 35%, said that more previously unchurched people were now attending their church as a result of their outreach efforts. Disappointing figures in the 2011 census have prompted calls for the church in Britain to find new ways of engaging. Data released through the census revealed a considerable drop in the number of people in the country describing themselves as Christian. The rate is down from 72% in 2001 to 59% in 2011. Meanwhile, the number of Muslims was said to have risen from 1.5 million to 2.7 million, or 5% of the population, while the number of people describing themselves as having no religion rose by 10% to 25% of the population. Some church leaders have admitted that the data is a challenge. However, others said that the fact that 6 out of 10 people in England and Wales are still identifying themselves as Christian is not discouraging. Responding to the data, a spokesman for the Catholic Church said, "Christianity is no longer a religion of culture, but a religion of decision and commitment. People are making a positive choice in self-identifying as Christians. The food for thought here is this. Some denominations are having record-breaking membership growth, while others are experiencing a dwindling attendance. But overall, the 2011 census statistics reveal that the total number of people in Britain who describe themselves as Christians has fallen from 72% to 59%. So, should churches be developing new ways of worship alongside traditional structures in order to attract new converts? Maybe the church in Britain needs to find new ways of engaging their target audience." About 150,000 Christians are living in fear in western Syria, in a valley that has been subjected to steady artillery fires by rebels, the Fidesz news service reports. The rebels have been shelling Syrian government forces, who have built barricades in the villages of the Wadi al-Nasara, a traditionally Christian region. Families in the 40 villages of the valley, where the population has been increased by the arrival of Christian refugees from Homs and other cities, have seen their homes destroyed by the gunfire, and at least 12 people have been killed. The Christian residents of the valley, who are mostly Greek Orthodox, emphasize that they are neutral in the Syrian civil war. They have asked rebels to respect their neutrality and avoid civilian casualties, requests that, to date, have gone unheeded. Thieves allegedly made off with a large statue of Jesus that was affixed to a cement base in front of St. Peter and Paul's Parish Rector in Brooklyn, New York. The thieves tore off the 4-foot alabaster figure of Jesus from a pedestal outside the church. The Christ figure had been a part of the rectory for the last 10 years. Once it was torn from the wall, the bandits simply walked off with the 40-pound statue depicting the Sacred Heart of Jesus, in a crime that has baffled many believers. They just rocked it back and forth and forced it out, said Jose Munoz, the head usher at the 158-year-old church. "I couldn't believe it. What kind of value would it have for those who don't believe? For us, it means something." The local police are investigating the brazen theft as a possible hate crime. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of Testify TV News of the Week, goodbye for now.